Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year to all of you. Today I'm going to give you 9 latest news items. Number 1, time to scale up Ghatak for a 50-ton stealth bomber. In an era where aerial warfare is increasingly defined by stealth, range and payload capacity, defense analyst Ranesh Ranjan advocates for the Indian Air Force to explore the possibilities of scaling up the design of the Ghatak unmanned combat aerial vehicles into a manned 50-ton stealth bomber. Rajan's proposal comes at a time when India seeks to assert its technological dominance in the region and beyond. The Ghatak, initially a project for developing an autonomous unmanned combat aerial vehicle, has shown promise with its stealth capabilities and flying wing design. Rajan suggests that by upscaling the design into a manned configuration, India could leapfrog into a domain of strategic bombers akin to the US B-2 Spirit or the forthcoming B-21 Raider, but tailored to India's specific strategic needs. Next, unveiling advanced multi-function antenna systems for submarines. In a significant stride towards enhancing naval capabilities, Hyderabad-based Navstar Integrated Systems Private Limited has announced the successful development of a series of multi-function antenna series specifically designed for submarines. This innovation aims to consolidate various communications and navigation functions into a single streamlined system, thereby reducing the complexity and footprint on submarine platforms. Next, indigenous 100 kg engine test run achievement. In a significant stride towards self-reliance in aerospace technology, the Delhi-based startup DG Propulsion has successfully conducted a test run of its indigenous 100 kg engine. This achievement marks a pivotal moment in India's quest to bolster its capabilities in defense and unmanned aerial vehicle technology. DG Propulsion, known for its innovative approach to jet engine development, has been at the forefront of creating homegrown solutions for high-speed UAVs and defense applications. The successful test of the 100 kg engine not only showcased the company's technical prowess but also aligns with India's broader initiative to reduce dependency on foreign technology in critical sectors. Next, US pilots' reaction on China's stealth jet. In an exclusive analysis, an experienced US fighter pilot with over 2,000 hours in the F-16 and F-4, known here as BORD, shares his insights on China's latest military aircraft, the JH-XX, which has recently been showcased in various online platforms. The discussion focuses on the capabilities, design and potential strategic roles of this new stealth fighter bomber. BORD's initial reaction to this was one of surprise at its size, noting, "The first thing that comes to mind is it's big. I mean, that is a big fighter." The aircraft's large delta wing configuration immediately raises questions about its maneuverability, particularly in dogfighting scenarios due to the high wing loading, which can bleed off energy quickly during maneuvers. Next, Vietnam's BrahMos buy a deterrent to Chinese aggression. In an insightful discussion with Taiwan Plus, Don McLean Gill, a lecturer at the La Salle University in Manila, shed lights on Vietnam's strategic intentions behind potential acquiring the BrahMos missile system from India. Gill highlighted the increasing tensions in the Gulf of Tonkin, where Chinese maritime forces have reportedly attacked Vietnamese fishermen with iron clubs and detained others, underscoring the urgency for Vietnam to bolster its defense capabilities. China, for instance, has been pushing the envelope in its claim over the Gulf of Tonkin in the past few weeks. We have seen Chinese maritime focus beat Vietnam's fisherfolk with iron clubs, and of course there's an imprisonment of or detainment of Vietnamese fishermen, Gill stated. These incidents form part of Vietnam's strategic calculation in seeking deterrents like the BrahMos missile, which could serve as a significant counterbalance to China's aggressive maritime posturing. Next, historical milestone ahead. Simultaneously commissioning of 3 combat platforms by Indian Navy. Marking a significant day in India's maritime history, January 15, 2025 is set to witness the simultaneous commissioning of 3 formidable combatants at the Naval Dockyard in Bombay, showcasing the Indian Navy's growing prowess and the nation's stride towards self-reliance in defense manufacturing. This event will not only enhance the operational capabilities of the Indian Navy but also affirm India's standing as a leading force in indigenous shipbuilding. The ceremony at Naval Dockyard Mumbai will likely be attended by defense dignitaries, government officials and representatives from the shipbuilding industry. Next, Mumbai-based startup Manatsu tests green propulsion system in space. Mumbai-based space startup Manatsu Space on Wednesday said it had successfully test-fired its home-built thruster Vyom 2U on board the PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 4, that is POEM, tilting the platform by 24 degrees and imparting angular velocity before the onboard systems regained control. The POEM 4 platform, comprising the 4th stage of the PSLV C-60 rocket that launched the SpaceX satellite on Monday, has been placed in an orbit at an altitude of 350 kilometers, where several ISRO labs, startups and educational institutions will carry out in-orbit experiments. Next, Bangladesh Army Chief hails ties with India. Calling India an important neighbor, Bangladesh Chief of Army Staff General Waqar-uz-Zaman said that Dhaka is dependent on New Delhi in many ways. He said that many people from Bangladesh visit India for treatment and lot of goods are imported from India. Pratham Alo reported. In an interview with Pratham Alo, General Waqar-uz-Zaman said that India and Bangladesh have a give and take relationship and added that the relations must be based on fairness. He stated that Bangladesh has to maintain good ties based on equality. Next, a busy new year 2025 lies ahead for ISRO. A busy new year 2025 lies ahead for ISRO, which has lined up some key launch missions, according to Union Minister for Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh. He said ISRO start the new year with its historic 100th mission from the spaceport of Sriharikota, when it would launch NVS-02, part of NAVIC constellation in mid-January, and the Vyomitra mission, sending a female humanoid robot which will undertake astronaut-like tasks for the Gaganyaan mission in February, besides a crew escape mission. It would be followed by the launch of the world's expensive rupees 12,500 crore Indo-US NASA ISRO's Earth Observation NISAR satellite for mobile communication in February 2025. He also highlighted the achievements in 2024, such as the Aditya L1 solar mission and launch of satellites for international clients. Thank you.